Hi guys, how you doing? Well, hey Crazy Ginger, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. I realise that it's UFC and I am crazy because I'm in the UK and I am streaming at 1:57 in the morning on a Saturday, and I know it's UFC, I know it's the Conor McGregor fight, but I didn't want to work tomorrow. I'm doing Raw on Monday, so I am here for you now in the wrestling kitchen. So if you come back to this, celebrate the life of Brodie Lee, and celebrate the cool AEW match with Jon Moxley that we're going to watch in a little while. Basically me and Crazy Ginger Jake. We'll hang out for a bit. We'll see if anybody else comes. But I realise everybody's going to be watching the UFC, so quite like Conor McGregor at the moment. I know he's pretty entertaining dude, to be fair. I know he's been doing a lot of cool, a lot of really good promo work. So I'm probably going to watch some of the highlights of the McGregor fight, to be fair. I think in general, it's something I've been thinking about getting more into, actually, UFC, and I got into it briefly when CM Punk was there for a bit. But you know what, I might watch a bit more. I don't know what matches I should watch. I know, so Jake's been watching it. What matches should I start with if I was going to get into UFC? Yeah. So we'll hang out for a few minutes, talk for a few minutes. Again, these series are about Brodie Lee, about celebrating the life and times of Mr. Brodie Lee. Of course, Luke Harper in WWE. We have been doing a bunch of watch-alongs. Again, I probably could have picked a better time than this one, but here we are. I wanted to have a day off tomorrow because I'm working during the week, and obviously I'm doing Raw on Monday as well. So that's why we're doing this now. But yeah, so there's a link to, if you're coming back to this match, there is a link to the link in the description, rather, of the AEW match, which we're going to watch pretty soon. Crazy Ginger says he's watching UFC. Dom brings the views. Thank you, man. Anthony has just been with the Wrestle Story, so go and check them out if you've if you. I believe Crazy Ginger's having a breakdown. He's like having a Mick Foley style breakdown. I think there's like 2 Crazy Ginger Jakes in the chat right now. So yeah, but hope both of you are alright. Both of your personalities are okay. And thank you guys so much. There's 4 people in. You know, it's a UFC fight night. I realise you could be spending your time with other people doing other things. Maybe you're watching UFC as well. But thank you so much for watching the Brodie Lee stream. This Brodie Lee stream where we watch the AEW Championship match with Brodie Lee and Jon Moxley from last year, from May 23rd, my birthday last year, which was a huge sort of deal, at the time, because obviously Brodie Lee had just come into AEW. He was just doing, he was just sort of starting the Dark Order gimmick, and sort of building that. And really kind of solidifying the Dark Order as a really cool, credible heel faction at the time. So watching that. Am I doing a UFC review tomorrow? Jake might be. Jake might be doing a UFC review. Maybe we should get Jake in to do UFC reviews on the channel. Yeah, maybe we should. Maybe we should one day. I don't know. Like I say, I need to get into UFC. I haven't watched a lot of it. But I will do. Anthony's in. Thanks, dude. Thanks for joining. It's going to be a chill one, I think. Like I say, we're on UFC time. I know a lot of people are watching the UFC stuff. But hopefully, if some people come back and watch this, they can check out the link in the description for the match. So yeah, come and check it out. Come and watch it back with me. What I'll do is I'll wait for a couple more minutes and then we'll do a countdown into the match and start watching. Yeah, Jake's going to do a UFC review, whether that's on his channel or not. But yeah, maybe we'll get a UFC correspondent for Gimme A Hull Yeah. If people will be into that, maybe we'll get that sorted and do that. I was initially going to do this on tomorrow, and in reflection, I probably should have done. But here we are. So we'll get this done. And yeah, you should. Crazy Ginger said you might actually do a review on his channel. So yeah, dude, absolutely. If that may be your thing, you know how we do wrestling, maybe you do UFC. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll count down from 5 and go straight into the match. So yeah, basically the two crazy gingers that are in, and Anthony. If you want to join me for this, we're going to count down from 5, and we're going to start the match, which is on the, again, just check the link in the description. Cool. All right, guys, ready? So we're watching the AEW Championship match for Jon Moxley and Mr. Brodie Lee from AEW Double or Nothing, May 23rd, 2020. So last year. If you're coming back to this match, we'll keep doing time sort of stamps. I'll keep saying the time. So if you come back to this later, you can check it out and let me know what you think. And hopefully, if you've been watching the UFC and come on to this, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So we're going to start now, guys. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. We've got the Exalted One music coming out. Brodie Lee looking real cool in his hood, his white hood. There are security in the ring. Wearing COVID safe masks, bless them. You forget Brodie Lee debuted in the COVID era, so it's pretty surreal. Pretty surreal to think that he never actually got to see a crowd in his AEW tenure. Yeah, you forget actually. Yeah, Brodie Lee was the TNT champion at this point as well. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that too. But yeah, oh no. Had he stolen the title belt? I think he'd stolen the title belt, hadn't he? Did he steal the title belt from Moxley? I think he might have done. Oh yeah, he's there with his back to the arena, coming down off the stairs with this really cool black and gold jacket, his military pants. Alright, cool. So Jon Moxley hanging out outside in the crowd. And yeah, he's getting in the ring now. There are some slight cuts, guys. I know these are mostly highlights, so we'll just do this. We'll get through it. Brodie Lee raising his title, raising the title which he stole from Jon Moxley. So he was a self-proclaimed AEW World Champion at this time. That's crazy. So he actually did hold the belt for a bit. So that's pretty cool. That's awesome. So it was nice to see Brodie Lee coming out with the belt and actually having the belt, holding it. Jon Moxley coming straight out of the gate. Diving at Brodie Lee. Brodie Lee countering, getting some hits in. Whipping Moxley to the turnbuckle. Moxley backs underneath. Brodie Lee went for a big boot. But Moxley gets a tope suicida. Brodie Lee with a suplex to the outside. Chop to Moxley. Brodie Lee on the outside, raking at Moxley. And then a big sort of cannonball flip and a suplex in the ring. Another suplex from Brodie Lee. Doing like a gator roll. I realise this is mostly clips, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can find us a better version of this so we can watch the full thing, and I'll fast forward it. Bear with me a second. Let's see if I can get us a slightly better version with no skips. Hold on. Because then we can take the whole thing. Well, fast forward it. We'll start where the match starts. We'll start where the match starts. So we'll miss all the entrances out. But yeah, give me a second. I know there's some ads on this one, but I'm going to post it in the stream just in case somebody joins us. Let me see if this one's going to work out all right. Like I say, there's a fake crazy ginger in here. It's freaking me out, man. It's freaking me out. There's 2 crazy gingers in. So guys, I'm just changing the link because the one that I picked up in my sort of speed to get this sorted had skips in it. So the actual match is actually 16 minutes. The one that I've got now skips the entrances anyway. So I'm going to post the new link in the description. In the chat. So follow that link, the one that's in the chat, and we're going to watch this from the very start rather than skipping through. We had a stream that skipped, so I'm sorry about that, guys. Sorry for the misinformation, and thank you. There's 7 people in now, so that's cool. When I last looked, there was only 3, so I guess it's a good time to start over again. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for being here on a UFC night. Thank you for being. Thanks for being here. On a UFC night and hanging out with me. You know, that's really cool. Nobody's understand. There's 2 crazy gingers and it's weirding me out. It's like Mick Foley in the stream, guys. It's like Mick Foley in the stream. Anyway, right, guys, we'll watch this match properly. I'm so sorry, guys. So if you click on the link with the in the chat, I found us a new one. It's 16 minutes, so there's hopefully no gaps in it. There might be some ads, and we'll talk about the match itself. We've missed the entrances here on this one, so I'm going to count us down again from 5. We're going to start with a fresh stream. In a lot longer match, so get ready, and then if there's any ads or anything like that, we'll just talk in the ads and then come back to the match, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just check that your stream is a 16-minute long one rather than the 11-minute long one that's actually in the description of the video, because the one I've got now is the full match without the gaps. We have, just like we had before, we had the belt being raised by the referee. Brodie Lee, like Anthony said in the thing, Brodie Lee actually stole the belt and he was the undisputed champion at this time. Sorry, not undisputed. He was the self-proclaimed champion at this time. And that was interesting. It's interesting to see Brodie Lee come in with the AEW World Championship. So now we see at 42 seconds into this stream, Brodie Lee with Jon Moxley in the buckle whips him in. Brodie Lee got a big boot there. Moxley looking confident as he goes for the tope suicida. Obviously we did see this before in the first stream, but it was sort of skipping, so I've tried to find us a full one. After the tope suicida, Moxley went for a suplex, but that was countered by Mr. Brodie Lee on the outside. If anybody wants to catch up, or needs to catch up, we're 1 minute and 14 seconds in, guys. Brodie Lee looking super confident on the outside now, with a big chop to Moxley, a huge devastating chop to Moxley as they're on the outside, a big clubbing blow from Brodie Lee. Brodie Lee now getting in the face of Brandy Rhodes on the outside and raking the eyes, guys, of Jon Moxley here. Legitimately, with Brodie Lee coming out with the belt, he looks like a legitimate contender, a legitimate World Championship contender. He just got the really impressive somersault into the ring. rope somersault thing, and I think he's setting up for a sort of a whipping suplex, kind of like the Benoit sort of 3 suplex. We're getting 3 amigos. Here we are. I believe we are getting a 3 amigos. I thought it was going to be a gator roll, like a Luke Harper style gator roll, but it turned into a sort of 3 amigos. 2 amigos rather, and onto the top turnbuckle with Jon Moxley, guys. Jon Moxley up top now. Brodie Lee was countered. Moxley went for a sort of a crossbody, but got countered into a chokeslam. He was goozled by Lee, and Brodie Lee gets his own tope suicida. Always so impressive to see a big man like Brodie Lee get those tope suicidas in. Such a talent, such a big man, and to see that skill, to see that high-flying skill from a man like Brodie Lee was of course unmatched, really. Brodie Lee now taking apart the barricade, Double or Nothing, May 23rd, 2020. Once again, this was my birthday last year, yeah, a big uppercut from Brodie Lee, big uppercut from Moxley, chops now from Moxley, chop from Harper, sorry Brodie Lee, a headbutt holding the beard of Brodie Lee, and Moxley going for a German, but it's countered. Is it going to be countered? It looks like it is going to be countered. We get a forward sort of back suplex. It was going to be a back suplex, and then he put him forward onto the barricade. Lever Bates there with a laptop. Brodie Lee just sort of uprooting the desk, throwing about the Double or Nothing decorated barricades, and I believe he's going for a power bomb here. This was of course a trademark of Brodie Lee. No, he's going for something else. What's he doing here? What's he doing? Oh, a suplex. Just going to turn the volume up a little bit so I can see what's going down. Or hear what's going down better. There we go. A bit more volume. Brodie Lee looking intensely. What a great shot. Jon Moxley looking pained as he's been suplexed into that barricade, and Brodie Lee with his full beard and intense look, looking directly into the camera. What a beautiful shot. A great shot there. Brodie Lee now throwing Moxley back into the ring now. The uncrowned, at this time, AEW champion. He went for the discus lariat, but it was countered by Moxley. The 2 big behemoths of AEW at this time punching away at each other. So this time Brodie Lee had stolen the championship. He was the uncrowned champion. It was great to see him hold that belt, even if it was just for storyline at the beginning of this match. Both of these guys now taking blows to each other. Jon Moxley got a knee, and we are going into an ad break, guys, now. So we'll just have a chat. It's only for 27 seconds. Let's see where we are in the chat. I will go back over the comments. I will go over the comments. Lever Bates, we can't see it. Yeah, was it Lever Bates, the blue-haired woman? She was there. You don't have the link. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, right. Okay, you don't have the link. Hang on a second. I'll paste it back in. Sorry guys. I do apologise. Try that one, and I'll post it in the. Let me switch. I've just put it in there. I've just put the link in. Right. Let me put it in the comments. Right. Hold on a second. I've just done it. I literally just did it. Right, hang on then. Let me try and do it from the Gimme A Hull Yeah account. See if that works. Right, hold on. Let me try and do it from the Gimme A Hull Yeah account. I'm so sorry, guys. Do you want me to restart it again? I'll pause it. I'll tell you what. I'll pause it and see if we can get you to the right. I was watching the match, guys. Right, let's try that. Okay, try that one. Is there a link there? Has that worked? Are you posting it as Don Smith? Yeah, I was posting it as mine. Yeah, I was. So that's why then, isn't it? Well, it's only a 16-minute match. I'll go back again. I'll do it again. You guys all talking about UFC, so it's fine. Everyone's talking about UFC. Jeremy says, Dom, read chat. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this has gone a bit wrong, hasn't it? Right, well, I'm sorry. Right, hold on. So we've got... Okay, sorry for not reading chat there, guys. Has everybody got... Right, yes, finally. Right, okay. We'll start again. We'll do it again. Right, I'm going to rewind the stream. And we're going to do it again. Alright, third time lucky, guys, alright? You don't need to watch UFC. You can watch me watch a Brodie Lee, Jon Moxley match 3 times. Okay. You make sure you've got the 16-minute one up and not the one in the description, because that's the 11-minute one, the one I used the first time before I went back and watched the one for the second time, which now I need to watch again because I didn't post it from the Gimme A Hull Yeah account, which is a lesson that I have now learned that I cannot do. I cannot post a link from my personal account on the Gimme A Hull Yeah page. I have to do it from the Gimme A Hull Yeah account. So let's do this one more time. Okay? So, right, yes, finally. Full, yeah, fine. Third time's the charm. This has already been such a great stream. Thank you so much, Crazy Ginger. I appreciate it. There are now 8 people watching. Just in time, everyone, for the third and hopefully final watch along of the Brodie Lee. Not that I mind watching a Brodie Lee match 3 times. So, guys, once again, 9 people in. We're going to watch a Brodie Lee versus Jon Moxley championship match from AEW Double or Nothing. AEW Double or Nothing from 23rd of May 2020, my birthday. Right? Not my first birthday, obviously. My 34th birthday. This was. We're going to watch this again. Sorry, you could ignore like the first 20 minutes or whatever of this stream. How long have we been going for? I don't know, right? You can ignore it because now we're finally getting there. This is it. Welcome to the Wrestling Kitchen and welcome to this tribute stream for Mr. Brodie Lee versus Jon Moxley. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking a break from the UFC and spending some time with me. Are you ready, everybody? Ignore the match in the description and go for the one in the comments. Is everybody ready to go? I am now watching. Right, Jack, you're not late. We're starting over 3 times already. Right, link in chat. Can we pin the link in chat? Thank you, Anthony, for pinning the link. Let's do this, everyone. Let's do this, S-word. Right, I'm going to count us down. Get the link ready. It's the 16 minutes and 3. I will keep reminding everybody where we are. Just in case you come back to this later. So, Jon Moxley vs. Brodie Lee from Double or Nothing, May 23rd, 2020. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Alright, Jon Moxley's in the ring, everyone. 2 seconds in, the security's in the ring. Brodie Lee has just handed the AEW Championship that he stole from Jon Moxley to the referee. The referee's raising it up. The security's in the ring, the red shirts. And Moxley and Brodie Lee, Mr. Brodie Lee from the Dark Order, facing off. 1-on-1, 2 of the biggest names in AEW at this point. Brodie Lee getting in the face of Moxley. Moxley charging in with a knee, countered by Brodie. Big chops in the corner, everybody. Big, massive tree trunk chops from Brodie Lee, the former Luke Harper. And there's no finesse here, like the commentators say. Brodie Lee whipping Moxley into the turnbuckle. Brodie Lee going for the big boot, the trademark big boot, but he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. Moxley doing his thing, getting cocky and confident, and we get a tope suicida. We get a tope suicida from Jon Moxley through the barricade. Moxley now getting ready for suplex, but he's countered. It is countered by Mr. Brodie Lee. Countered by Mr. Brodie Lee. Brodie Lee is now leaning up against the apron. He's already exhausted. He's already involved. He's already intensely involved in this match. He's now chopping up Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley walking around. He now beats Moxley on the back. Gets in the face of Brandy Rhodes and gets a big hit in on Moxley. He's raking the eyes, and Moxley raking the eyes. Now we are 1 minute and 40 seconds in to the 16 minute and 3 stream. We get the trademark sort of cannonball roll through by Brodie Lee. That's of course an incredible move for such a big man. We're getting a suplex now. I believe this was, I thought this was going to be a 3 amigos, but he hangs on. So after the suplex, we get 2 amigos, everybody. You can tell I've watched this twice already. We get 2 amigos. Oh no, wait a minute. Yeah, he goes for the third. He goes for the third, and he puts him up on the turnbuckle, everyone. So it was a 2 amigos onto the turnbuckle. Big chop, big sort of Kane-style chop from Brodie Lee. But Moxley counters with an elbow, a big elbow, and now Moxley on the top of the turnbuckle, going for a crossbody, but it's goozled. He's goozled into a chokeslam, and he throws Moxley to the outside. And now we get the incredible big man moving with a tope suicida of his own in exactly the same point as Jon Moxley hears Brodie Lee, Mr. Brodie Lee, hit his own tope suicida to Jon Moxley. Alright guys, we are now 2 minutes and 54 seconds in for this third time's the charm stream of Jon Moxley Brodie Lee for the AEW World Championship from 23rd of May 2020. Moxley and Brodie Lee now trading blows on the outside. Big uppercut by Brodie Lee, big chops from Moxley. The big sort of upper chop, and now a headbutt using the beard. A headbutt using the beard of Brodie Lee. I will go through the comments, guys. I haven't checked the chat again. Hopefully nothing else is going wrong. It's only because it's such a short match. We get a forward. We get a forward sort of face buster from Brodie Lee to Moxley onto the barricade, and now this is where we got before. Lever Bates was holding a laptop. Moxley chucking the desk around. It's all chaos, everyone. It's all chaos. Moxley and Brodie Lee tearing apart the COVID-era AEW arena with only a fraction of people in. I said earlier, it's so surreal to think that Brodie Lee never got to perform in front of a crowd for the AEW faithful with a big suplex. A big suplex at 4 minutes and 3 seconds onto Moxley. What a great shot, like I said on the second time round when we did this. Brodie Lee looking intensely with his big beard and his intense eyes, with Moxley behind him directly looking in pain. What a great shot, and what a great suplex. What a great replay. Points there for the crowd and the people watching at home. What a really cool suplex that was. Now Brodie Lee rolling Moxley into the ring. Getting ready for the discus lariat, but it's counted. It's countered by Moxley. Big punch from Moxley. Big punch from Brodie Lee. Another big forearm. Another big forearm from Moxley, everyone. Big flipping chop. A big chop to the chest. Chops to the chest and a big uppercut from Brodie Lee. Now we get forearms at 4:55 from Moxley. Moxley with a knee, and my stream is frozen. Hopefully my stream's frozen, but now we're getting a slap. We're getting a slap from Moxley. And now Moxley sort of went into the ropes, but it's countered, and Brodie Lee hits a over-the-shoulder suplex. Now Moxley is on the turnbuckle. Brodie Lee charging in with an elbow and going for a clothesline, but it's countered by Moxley's own clothesline, everyone, at 5:26. Moxley now setting up for a Gotch neutralizer. Oh no, it was like a Gotch pile driver, sort of a variant of the Gotch neutralizer, which is used by Cesaro. Brodie Lee kicked out. That was it was a cradle pile driver is what they call that, and that would have been a great finisher, but Brodie Lee managed to kick out. Jon Moxley cannot quite believe, everyone, that Brodie Lee, Mr. Brodie Lee, the former Luke Harper, managed to kick out the leader, of course, of the Dark Order. Kicked out of that pile driver. Now Brodie Lee again trying to turn the arena into his own personal playground, moving stuff around. Jon Moxley gets an axe handle to the back of Brodie Lee. Now Jon Moxley getting the stairs, guys. Getting the stairs at 6 minutes and 23. Dragging the stairs. We'll just see while Moxley's getting the stairs. Let's see what I've missed anything. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. We're okay. There's 8 people in. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are currently watching this. Oh, what a drop kick. Both of them hit each other in the nads, in the nuts. Both of them went for a drop kick and it looked like they both attacked each other in the nuts. But Brodie Lee's looking super confident. He's flexing his muscle, guys. He took that nad shot pretty well. They both looked like they they kicked each other in the nads. It was like a scissor drop kick. But Brodie Lee is still in control, guys, at 7:19. Brodie Lee now going for a pile driver, the trademark powerbomb onto Moxley on the steps that he's positioned, but Moxley counters, sends Brodie Lee off the stairs onto the kind of mess of stuff, the barricade, some of the bingo stuff that was set up as part of the Double or Nothing set. Brodie Lee fell backwards into that, and Brodie Lee reaching his hand to the sky. He is looking pretty out of it at the moment, and Moxley is looking worn out as well. So again, we're getting that backdrop from Jon Moxley to Brodie Lee, and that looks very vicious as I see it for a second time. Looks like Brodie Lee caught his leg there, the back of his leg. Moxley now slapping Brodie Lee. Brodie Lee countering those slaps with his own hit. Once again, guys, if you're joining us later, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. Thanks to Anthony. I will post the updated link, the one we're now watching for the 3rd time, in the description for afterwards in case you get to it. Sorry, we've started this stream twice already, so anybody coming back, I do apologise. Brodie Lee now has Moxley on the top rope, going for a suplex. We are 8 minutes and 42 seconds in, ladies and germs. Brodie Lee gets a super duper plex on Moxley, but he's countered. Moxley went for a roll up, and nearly got Brodie Lee, but didn't. Brodie Lee countered. And now Brodie Lee's on the outside. Moxley on the apron after that counter. Going for a crossbody again, but countered again. And now Brodie Lee with another suplex. I don't know what they call that one, but I love it. It's like a Tazplex. Kind of like taken into sort of over the shoulder. I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's like a Tazplex, and it was great from Brodie Lee into the cards, into the Ace of Spades card, which I believe has an etching of Moxley. Oh yeah, it's Moxley versus Brodie Lee. What a cool visual. Brodie Lee now taking that apart. I don't know what Brodie Lee has against this set, but he clearly didn't like it very much. Stomping on the face, which is etched on that card of Jon Moxley. And now we get a direct slam from Brodie Lee onto Moxley, and Moxley's down on the card. Brodie Lee sitting there looking worn out but satisfied with himself. We're getting a break now, guys, so I can check the comments. Let's see. Eve is in. Hey Eve, how you doing? Hopefully you didn't miss the chaos that was the beginning of this stream where I had to restart it twice. You always get botches with me. Yeah, you got the wrong link, then forgot to put the link in chat. Yes, the link is in the heel turn awards. Yeah. So we've had a bit of a botchy stream, Eve, but what do you expect from me? Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for being here so late in the day. It's 2:30 in the morning UK time. I was going to do this Sunday. It would have probably made my life a little easier because it's UFC night. But I wanted a break before I do Raw because I'm on a deadline this weekend for work. So, Snazzy Futuristic is in. Hello, my friends. Jeremy Standling is in. Thank you so much for supporting me. Jack, of course. You don't know Jack, our incredible moderator. This is great. It's great. It's nice to have you guys in. I didn't expect anybody to be in, so it's really cool. Brodie Lee is now in the ring. Jon Moxley on the outside, getting up from his card with his face on it that Brodie Lee slammed him into. 37 seconds into this 16-minute stream. Brodie Lee taking his top down to reveal his... I don't know why I was going into detail about his hairy chest, but it's an impressive hairy chest. Jon Moxley crawling into the ring, really selling the offense that he's taken from Brodie Lee. Brodie Lee now going for the trademark powerbomb. that he is known for, getting himself ready for it. Moxley is staying down there, but no, he counters, and we do get a German. No, we don't get a German, guys. We don't get a German from Moxley. Brodie Lee counters with some elbows and a big boot, the trademark big boot. The signature move, if you will, of Brodie Lee. Now, one of the other signatures, of course, that sit-out powerbomb. 1, 2, no, a kick out from Jon Moxley at 11:29, 11 minutes 31 seconds now, guys. Brodie Lee looking completely flabbergasted that he wasn't able to put Jon Moxley, the AEW champion, away with that sit-out powerbomb. Brodie Lee looking confused as to why he can't beat Moxley. Moxley realizing the challenge that he is up against with the leader of the Dark Order. Brodie Lee now raising himself up. He refuses to give up. He refuses to quit. He wants to be the real, not the fake AEW champion. Moxley now getting himself up. Moxley now hitting himself in the face, getting himself all amped up to do this match, to keep going with this match, raising himself up, selling the offense, going straight back down, guys. Really selling the offense of Brodie Lee. Moxley doing an incredible job of selling the offense of Mr. Brodie Lee. Now Moxley is at the top of the ramp, where the bingo set is still intact, which is, if this bodes well, if this is any indication for the rest of the set, it doesn't bode well for the rest of it. And yeah, we get a counter with one of the chips, one of the oversized chips. Moxley throws it into Brodie Lee as we go for a paradigm shift, but a counter, a little low super kick, a midsection super kick. And now Moxley in the powerbomb position on the ramp now. Guys, we are 13 minutes and 6 in. Brodie Lee getting a chop on Moxley on the entrance. Now going for a powerbomb again, but Moxley counters again. Moxley countered again, and now he's down the steps. Are we getting a paradigm shift? We are! A paradigm shift through the stage, through the ramp, rather, excuse me. A paradigm shift, and now they are both in a hole in the ground. They are in a deep, deep hole together, which sounds weird when you say it like that. I appreciate it. But yes, the referee reaching down to see if they're okay. Moxley and Brodie Lee have just gone through, following a paradigm shift. They've gone through the entrance ramp. And that was a really cool spot. What a spot, ladies and germs. That was awesome. I forgot that happened. I probably was watching this in Anthony's living room back in no, it wouldn't have been. No, it would have still been in COVID. So no, I wasn't. I don't know where I'm getting that from. I will have been watching this. I will have been watching it right here in the Wrestling Kitchen with Anthony. We'll have had a stream of it. So go back and check that out. No, or you can just be here with me now in 2021, looking back at this as part of our Brodie Lee tribute series, which is what this is. Moxley has now recovered before Brodie Lee. Brodie Lee is still in the hole, still down in the hole, 14 minutes and 32 seconds, 33 seconds. Moxley is in the ring. Brodie Lee now bringing himself out. He is busted open. I don't know whether that's a blade job or not, but it looks impressive. Brodie Lee has been busted open by that paradigm shift through the entranceway, guys. Moxley is now looking at Brodie Lee, who is looking intensely back at Moxley. Brodie Lee gets in the ring. Brodie Lee went for the clothesline, and we're getting an ad, guys, or I'm getting an ad. What a terrible time. And like I say, I'm sorry that I've gone for this stream. I'm not sorry I've gone for this stream. It's still better than the one I had previously, which was cutting everything up and was only 11 minutes long. But we were about to get a spinning clothesline, the discus clothesline. Let's see if we get it to finish off. We will find out. Oh no, we're getting a second ad, because this is what we get with Botchy Streams, Dom's Botchy Streams on the Gimme A Hull Yeah Wrestling podcast. I will keep us up to date with the time shortly. And we are back. We are back. Oh, that's fantastic. So the clothesline got reversed. And the clothesline got reversed into the paradigm shift, and Brodie Lee kicked out at 1. Brodie Lee kicked out at 1. We have 15 minutes and 11 seconds, and Brodie Lee kicked out the paradigm shift at 1. Jon Moxley taking knees and punches, just attacking Brodie Lee before he hits a second paradigm shift, number 2 paradigm shift, and a kick out from Brodie Lee. A kick out from Brodie Lee at 2. Brodie Lee has taken not 1 but 2 paradigm shifts. 3 paradigm shifts actually, as he gets the lock in, as he gets the headlock in. This may have been the first time he'd used this, I can't remember, but he's used it a couple of times since. And Moxley has the chokehold locked in, guys, at 15 minutes and 52 seconds. The chokehold locked in. I don't think he tapped. I think Brodie Lee was out. I think he was choked out completely by that. And that, guys, is the end of that stream. Like I say, no frills here. I went back and I found you guys a free stream to watch it on, so we could watch it, and it could be accessible to everyone. Normally we watch it on the Fight Network, but yeah, it was a really cool match. Very intense. Obviously, we had 2, 3, 4 paradigm shifts from Jon Moxley before Brodie Lee even went down to a chokehold, which is obviously a really, really devastating chokehold that he's developed. I can't remember what he calls that, but it was really, really cool. Really, really enjoyed that, guys. Sorry about the 2 or 3 streams we did before that, but we finally got there in the end. Yeah, let's see. Let's have a look. Right. Yeah, okay. So, Anthony's questioning my stream etiquette, which is fair enough. Let's see if I've missed any. Let's see if I've missed any comments. Eve's in. Welcome to Dom's audition. I don't know what that means, but I hope you enjoyed the stream, Eve. We can't see your camera. You can't see my camera. Oh no. Oh well, hopefully it fixed itself. Anthony was joking, and I was still chatting at like 8:30 a.m. this morning. Yeah, I heard Eve. That's really cool. I'm so glad that you guys are getting on, because it's bloody awesome to have you be part of the stream, especially, and be part of our friendship group. Really, to just at this bloody time where everything's so stressful. This is like my break from my counselling theory assignments and course and stuff. So I love this stream, and this stream's really giving me a lot of the stream and the podcast rather giving me a lot to be excited about. So I'm so glad that you are now part of that as well. Eve commenting on my comments about nads. Yes, they both kicked each other in the nads. Crazy Ginger everyone says hey to Snazzy. Plonk had a bad link, then put a new link in chat that no one could see because it was on my personal account, and didn't I didn't read the chat because I was watching the match, because of course it was so short. Yes, sorry. No UFC spoilers yet, so hopefully nobody spoiled UFC in the rest of the chat. Eve says lol. I'm watching with the wife in the morning. That's cool, man. That's cool. I'll probably go and watch some highlights as well. Obviously, I appreciate that there's 9 people in now. I didn't expect that especially when we started. I think me and the 2 Jakes were like the first people in, obviously because I'm here doing the stream, and there was like 2 people, and then Anthony came in, and I thought that was going to be it, and then the next time I looked, by the time we were hitting our second stream, before we did the third and final one, there was 9 people in, and we've gone up to about 10, I think. So that's amazing. So Botchy Dom says, Jack, yes, absolutely. Let's not talk about UFC spoilers. Wow, Brodie Lee's hairy chest. Yes, it was a very hairy chest. Dom, we are here. You're doing a great job, my friend. Thank you so much. Even with all your botches, Jeremy, it's an honour and a pleasure to botch in front of you, mate. Thank you so much for being here. Obviously, there'll probably be like 50,000 more tomorrow for Raw. I am working tomorrow day, and I'm working on Tuesday morning, so it's going to be chaos. It's going to be crazy. It may even be more crazy than the AEW Double or Nothing set after this match. Really made a point about the chest. Yes, I did. The very hairy, big chest from the massive beast that is Brodie Lee. No spoilers because Jake will ban you. Yes, he was. Dom is such a good commentator. The next Jim Ross. Oh, mate, I'm pretty old now. I think my days of potentially being Jim Ross are done. But thank you so much for the comments. It is the McGregor fight tonight, Jeremy. Yeah, absolutely. Go and check out the go and watch it if after this, or watch some highlights and let me know if you enjoy it, because I'm actually dead keen. I've been really enjoying Conor McGregor's promos leading up to this. I've watched a couple of interviews with him as well, and he has a natural charisma that I think many people expect to see in WWE soon. Eve says thank you to Jack. Chest to chest, absolutely. I got the last 2 fights wrong because you left the wrestle story out. Thanks. Jeremy, that fight won't start until about 5 a.m. though. I plan to watch the entire show early, prelims and main card. That's cool. It's cool to see so much passion for the UFC. It's certainly something I want to get into. It's certainly something I want to do. I played the games on the PS4 a bit, when CM Punk was sort of joined, but then had a disastrous showing. That was my sort of brush with the UFC through CM Punk. And obviously he didn't do so great. So I do want to go and watch some matches. So if there's any sort of wonderful matches you guys think I should start with, then let me know. Does anyone know the betting odds of McGregor winning? I would imagine they're pretty big. Last time I saw, they were, pretty large for McGregor winning, right? That's made me lose money. I think Ant owes me a lot of money. Really? You owe Jake a lot of money? I'm watching the entire show. You're my number 1, Jamie baby. Yes, indeed. As someone not watching the match, I feel like I need more descriptive terms from Dom about Brodie's chest. Well, it's very big, very hairy, quite impressive, Eve. You're more than welcome to have a chat with me about Brodie's chest. Like I say, he was a very impressive athlete. Like I say, for such a big man, moved so incredibly well in the ring. In his WWE days as Luke Harper, in his indie days as Brodie Lee, and of course in his AEW days, an incredible athlete. I'm getting $40 for the fight. Oh, cool. Well, congratulations, Jake, for that. No results. I'm struggling to imagine. It really needs details. It was hairy and sweaty and big. Let's have a look. Jake Holden, Jeremy was like a 280 favourite. Yeah, so those are the odds for the UFC match. Both in a hole in the ground, covered, buried alive this evening on Wrestle Story. Yes, good synchronicity there from Anthony Streamer of the Wrestle Story, which I was a part of very briefly before I went back to do some work, and it was fun. I hope you guys had a great time. They're in a deep hole together. Yes, well, they were in a deep hole together on the rampway. They were. Dom appreciates them being in a deep hole together. It was very deep and it was very dark. Obviously, it was underground. It was on the sort of stage that they'd built and gone through. So it was very deep and a very dark, big hole. LMAO, Dom, you're amazing. Oh, thank you, Crazy Ginger. MJF is probably watching this. Yeah, possibly. Oh no. On a Brodie Lee tribute, Dom talked about Brodie being buried in a hole. The disrespect, that was not my intention, but they were, as I've just said, down in a big, deep, dark hole together. Jon Moxley and Brodie Lee, both very hairy, impressive men. Like Spike says, do you don't know Jack? I think we've got 9 people in. I think they have been with us since the more or less the beginning, so I'm sure you've liked the video. We've got 11 likes, which is more people in. More people than there are in, so that's fantastic. It's more than I could have ever hoped for this. So thank you. Connor is winning, says Jake. Yeah, absolutely. Arnie's here. Hey, Arnie. Jeremy Stanley, thanks, Eve. Honestly, this is more disrespectful than a drive-through. What's disrespectful about a drive-through? We all know who does botches all the time. Yes, it was me. It's either me or the botch guy. No problems, Jeremy. Thinking about putting 20 on Dustin. Dustin, of course, the opponent from... I know you guys don't need a running commentary of the UFC match. I'm not going to be... I'm going to watch the highlights. But yeah, of course, I hope you guys enjoy it. Hard to bet against Conor, absolutely. Yeah, he's an incredible fighter. A lot of people really digging Conor McGregor, and they have done. I always thought he was really overconfident. I always thought he was really egotistical, but he's very much a WWE character. I believe he bases a lot of his character on Ric Flair. I guess it's part of an act. I'm assuming he's a lovely man with his family. But yeah, I saw an interview with him the other day where he was like checking himself out in the camera. And I think there's room for that kind of confidence and overconfidence in sports entertainment. It's great that he can go in there thinking he's the best and then backing it up. Too often we see people like that who display that confidence getting completely destroyed. So yeah, I'm glad that he has that confidence and he can back it up, and there's proof that that's possible. Can we not call it free? Yeah, it was probably not free, probably more not. It was a free stream, sort of. Dom always loves a hairy chest. He has wire brush hairy chest. I do have a hairy chest. If CM Punk comes back, everyone knows me big. Yeah, he's not coming back at the Royal Rumble, is he? I don't think he's coming back till 2022, mate. Eve's hairy, sweaty, and big. We're still talking about the chest. Oh yeah, I'm done with rimming for now. We'll not have any more rimming on the wrestling podcast, Eve. On the Gimme A Hull Yeah wrestling podcast. We should start doing a UFC review. Yeah, maybe, dude. I will do if I get into it. I'd love to do something like that. Obviously, it's a hugely popular sport. I could see the value of doing it. So I might consider doing it at some point. Synergy, not synchronicity, you prick. Sorry, Jack. Wow, you are getting angry. Yeah, synergy. Sorry, mate. Wow, that's cut me deep, man. I was super excited, and now I'm feeling the negativity from Jack there. I'm sorry. I'd beat McNuggets in a fight, I'm sure. You mean McConnor? You would. Well, that's cool, Jake. I'm glad you're confident enough to beat. I'm glad you think you're confident enough to beat Conor McGregor. Yes, I'm sorry about my mistake. I was super overexcited, Jack, and I'm never going to live that down, am I? Welcome to the Brodie Lee tribute where Dom just mentioned rimming. Jesus, yes, I'm stopping that now. Conor's an absolute bumhole. He beat up an old bloke. Fake Ginger, the nickname for Conor that Tony Ferguson called him. Really? Jeremy Stanley, we should do a Super Bowl watch along. I know we're a wrestling channel, but could bring a new audience. Yeah, if Anthony's up for it, maybe we'll consider doing that, guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. We'll probably continue doing these at some point. What's next? We could do. What else could we do? There's the Intercontinental title ladder match from WWE with Dean Ambrose. We've done a couple of Moxley matches now, so maybe it'd be better to do something different. Maybe the Wyatt family and Shield we could do for the next watch along. We could maybe do some Being the Elite Dark Order, like best clips watch along. Let me know what you guys want in the comments or over Twitter or something. Tweet me about it, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Whether we do that or not. Like I said, is the Intercontinental Championship one with I think it's a ladder match from Mania, I believe. I know there was the Mania one with Dolph Ziggler, and then there's another one with Dean Ambrose. I think like a street fight, which we have like a Chicago street fight. Any more AEW ones? Any more independent ones? We watched a CZW match between Moxley and Brodie Lee as well. So there's plenty of options. So let me know what you guys want to watch next with Brodie Lee in terms of a tribute stream. We'll probably do them on Sunday. Kind of hit bad luck really with it being UFC, but maybe thanks for taking the break from the UFC and watching it. I was going to do this earlier at first, and then I was going to do it on Sunday. So thanks for sticking with me, because I know it's been all over the place, but I just kind of wanted a break before I did Raw on Monday to catch up with my work. Jack says, Dom, I'm sorry. Oh, don't worry about it, man. You've been working overtime, so it's all good. It's all good, man. I correct people all the time, so I completely deserve that. I want you to review Negative One's birthday. That's not a bad idea, Anthony, actually. I would probably do that. So maybe next weekend, I'll do that. Maybe Sunday or something. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out during the week. But then also the Rumble, isn't it? It's the Rumble as well. So yeah, maybe we'll have a week off next week and come back in 2 weeks. So let's do. So there's the Eric Rowan and Brodie Lee for the tag titles against the Usos. Nice one. A lot of people like that, actually. Yeah, good shout. We'll do that. Watch songs for UFC and Nine Impossible because they blink and you miss it. Did you read my last comment? Sorry, Crazy Ginger. Let me have a look. Owen, fake football. Brodie and Eric versus Usos for the tag titles. Yeah, man, absolutely. I will definitely. Yeah, I'm fine with doing that actually. Yeah, let's go with that one then, because we haven't done any tag team ones yet. Not Sunday. Oh yeah. No, we got the Rumble. We got the Rumble, haven't we? We're not doing that. I probably won't do it on Saturday. So let's do that 2 weeks from now then, guys. So not next week on Saturday or Sunday, but the week after. I'll set it up. I'll set it up ASAP so you know when it's coming. We'll do Luke Harper and Eric Rowan versus the Usos for the tag titles for the next watch along. Cool, and this is all very confusing because there's been 2 Crazy Ginger Jakes. Eve has joined us. Dan has joined us. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you guys for putting up with 2 botches before we got there. Lucky on the 3rd time when we watched this. I'll put the correct link in the description so that anybody can watch it back. And like I said, I'll apologise now for the 2 botches at first. Yeah, and then I will be back tomorrow for Raw. Wait, tomorrow? Yeah, it's Sunday, isn't it? It's 2:52 in the morning. Bloody hell, I've got like at least 3 or 4 hours more work to do. So I'll be back tomorrow for Raw, as it stands, and I'll also be back for the Rumble with Anthony. Anthony will be doing Wednesday with AEW, Friday for SmackDown with Dan, with Eve. So that's amazing. That's awesome. We've got an action-packed week, guys. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Crazy Ginger's staying up. I don't think I've ever looked forward to a Rumble less than this. Really, Eve? Man, you've seen a lot of wrestling. So yeah, man, that's disappointing. I'm sorry about that, dude. Hopefully it'll impress you. Let's have a look. Fake Ginger is futuristic. Okay, this is it's all been very confusing. What's happening on the channel this week? Full list. Don't miss anything. I don't think I did. I'm gonna miss the Brodie Lee tribute for this week, as in next weekend, because we're doing the Rumble. But I'll set it up right now so that everybody knows what we're doing next. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this stream where we've watched this match 3 times to get it right. Thank you, Anthony, for pinning the correct link in the description. Thank you to Futuristic. Thank you to everybody that's joined us. Thank you to Owen, even though you joined late, mate. Go and watch the match back if you can do. Thank you so much for being here, dude. Thank you to Eve for spending so much time with us, even though you've barely had any sleep. You are a busy, busy man. So, Dan, honestly, you know, with me and my botchy streams and you and your incredible professionalism, I appreciate your time and listening to me talk about big black holes. So who else we had in? Obviously, Jack for being an incredible moderator. Don't you worry about anything, mate. You are a superstar. You are the backbone. I'll correct myself on that one. You are the backbone of the podcast, mate. You can rip into me. You can rip into Anthony. You can do whatever the hell you want, mate. We wouldn't be doing any of this without you. Crazy Ginger Jake, thank you so much for being here at the start. Both of you, whether it was futuristic or not, thank you so much for being here at the very, very start of this to be with me. And let's see if we got anybody else in. But no, seriously, guys, that was bloody awesome. Hopefully I've not missed anyone. Jeremy, of course, as well. Thank you so much for being here, spending time with me. Yeah, bloody brilliant. Like way, you know, just way more than I'd have expected. There's 12 people watching now. It's crazy. So thank you for paying tribute to Brodie Lee with me. Thank you for being part of this series, because we've sort of turned it into a series where we've watched these matches. We will be watching Luke Harper and Eric Rowan tag teaming against the Usos for the tag team championships in 2 weeks' time. Now, Snazzy Futuristic joined as well. Thank you so much Snazzy. And I'm pretty sure it was me and Jake and Anthony from the very beginning. So thank you guys so much for everybody that's come in. I am going to go back to work now, try and get some assignments done, because that's my life. Yeah, and we've got the Rumble coming up. So I'll see you on Monday. Anthony will see you on Wednesday and Thursday. And Friday. Yeah, NXT UK on Thursday. SmackDown on Friday. And for now, from me, representing Anthony and everybody else, representing you guys at the Hullamaniacs. Animaniacs. It's the cartoon from back in the day, isn't it? I don't know why, that's why I got that in my head. I think they've just rebooted that, actually. Anyway, off the topic. Thank you so much for being here, Hullamaniacs. I love you. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen at 2:56 in the morning. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. What day is it now? It's Sunday. You know what that means. I've messed up my outro now, haven't I? Because I always like to end these streams with the Brodie Lee quote. I'll do the countdown. I'm tired. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah! I can't find the end of the stream. Oh, there it is. I've got the right screen now. I know what I'm doing. I can do it now. I can. Right. Let's see. It's Sunday. You know what that means.